Euzubillahimineşşeytanirracim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Elhamdülillah. Ve salatu ve selamu ala Resulillah. Dear brothers and sisters, I hope all is well. I hope you are fine. So today, inshallah, we will try to talk about the attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We will see during this presentation how can we read the names and attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala which appeared on everything. So, dear brothers and sisters, here we will try to understand the divine unity. Divine unity is two sorts. One is brief and general, the other one is deep and authentic. So, we will try to understand it with an example. For example, if the goods of a rich man arrive in a market or a town, there are two ways in which one may know they are his. Brothers and sisters, if we have seen a ship which full of goods and containers came to the port, how can we know that those goods and those containers belong to richest person in that town or in that country? There are two ways. We will try to take them. First one is briefly and simply as with ordinary people. You will just say and look all those goods and estimate that no one can afford to buy all these goods except richest person in this country. This is just estimation. In that time, some people may claim that they are even owner of some of those goods. So in that time you cannot claim because you didn't assure your knowledge about all these goods belong to richest person. Way, you can go and check every single box. You will open all containers and you will enter inside the containers. You will open every single box and you will read the seals and stamps of that richest person. In that time, you will have no doubt that all those goods belong to richest person. So the second way of assurance, the second way of knowing those goods belong to richest person is more assured way, more certain way. Brothers, we are seeing now Apple here. But when we look at our daily life, you will find a lot of technological devices and tools. And they have a lot of titles, by the way. If you look at the cars, you will find Toyota, Mazda, Mercedes, BMW, Opel, Renault, another like devices in computer, Apple, Lenovo, like I don't know, a lot of titles you will find. When we look at any device and see that seal or stamp on that device, it reminds us, it tell us that it has been produced by that company. Like phone, behind the phone you will find Samsung is written, so it means that phone produced by that Samsung company. So now here is the question: who is the producer of this Apple? Where is Apple coming from? Which company made it? How can we see the seals and stamps on this Apple? So let us see that apple comes from this tree, right? That tree also needs water and carbon dioxide, which comes from the clouds, and also clouds coming from the world. The world also coming from the solar system, or that tree needs that sun, and also that sun and world coming from the universe or Milky Way. Milky Way is from universe. So until here we have seen that Apple needs all universe. Apple needs that tree, tree needs world, world needs solar system needs all universe. So from here we understood that whoever created this apple, he has to create all universe. So who cannot create one apple cannot create all universe. So there is no room for someone to claim that he is creator of something in the universe. Some may say it creates problem. I created this device. I created this computer. I created this car. So if you really creator of that computer, you have to create all materials that saddles that computer, right? So like if we look at the computer, it made from like plastic or metal, metal from world, world from solar system, solar system from universe. So it means every single part or entities of that computer is has taken from the world. So it means you have to be creator of the world and universe at the same time. So it is impossible, brothers. If we have authentic faith, if we have strong faith, in that time we will assure our heart and mind no one can be creator of something in this universe except who can create everything. So in next slide, inshallah, we will try to understand more. Again here, you see an apple. Let us try to read the titles of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on this apple. As I told you, the cars, the technological devices, they have different titles, right? Like Lenovo and Samsung. So what are the titles of this apple? Where is its title? Which company made it? How can we see them? They may be they may not seen by eyes, but they are visible by minds. Yeah. So first title of us, the one and only. You know, Allah is one and only, Wahidul Ahad, which means Allah is the one who creates everything. So how can I see oneness and onlyness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on this apple? Let us give an example to understand that, to understand and see that stamp. You know, brothers, if we look at the apple in China, an apple in Kenya, apple in Russia, and apple in America, you will find all these apples in different areas. They have same shape, smell, taste, and color, approximately, right? No one in the world says for watermelon, this is apple. So, brothers, from here I saw that in different areas, same productions showing me or showing us that it has been made by one person, one creator. You know, because if there are two creators or more than two creators, okay, in that time the taste, smell, and shape or color of these apples will be different, but sameness of that specifications in different areas showing us their creator is one. From here we have seen the stamp or seal of oneness on the apple. The second stamp, the able, brothers, as we have seen in previous slide, you know, to create this apple you need all universe, right? Because that apple needs tree, tree needs world, world needs solar system, solar system needs all universe. So from here I understood whoever wanted to create this one single apple, he has to have enough power to create first of all universe, because that simple and small apple is connected with all universe. From here I have seen another seal, another stamp of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which is what? Able, Qadir. Yeah, in Arabic form of it we say Al-Qadir. Yes. The third seal of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, knowing, alim. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows everything, and even He knows every single vitamins and minerals, the measurements of them, how has to be completed in this apple. Allah knows all of them, and He has chosen from all different materials and substances in a specific measurements and saddled this apple, or cured this apple, or created this apple. So He knows how to make it. By the way, if all professors of the world come together, if they come together to make one single apple, after their all knowledge, after their all status, they cannot even make one single apple. So it means it needs a lot of what? Different knowledge, the knowledge of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so He can create it. By the way, brothers, there are million possibilities of the taste of this apple. It can be very sour, it can be very sweet, it can be very hot or bitter, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has chosen the best possibility for this apple, which befitting our tongue. You know, Allah knows our tongue and knows what do we need, and at the same time He creates according to our need, to fulfill our need, different kinds of apple, and arranging the taste and smell and color of that apple in a way that befits our body and our tongue. Yes. The fourth one, which is provider. Allah is Razaq or Muhsin. providing us with this apple. You know, brothers, normally if we look at the different like cars or devices, they are just consuming one thing. Like car is consuming benzene or oil, right? You know, the car in 40 years, 50 years, right, consuming same thing, not consuming other thing, or not saying you, I bored drinking that benzene, please change my oil or something like that. Even it's possible for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to provide us with just one fruit or one food. He may just create meat and just he can say us just eat meat or cheese or milk. But from his mercy, look another names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala here, merciful and gracious. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala providing us with thousands, maybe millions of different kinds of fruits, meats, juices, milks, so and so. You know, it shows us his mercy and he is providing us. By the way, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala providing this simple apple from its small branch, which appeared on the screen as you have seen. Yeah, Allah providing this apple from that small branch, all vitamins, minerals, whatever that apple needs, supplied to that apple from that single and small branch. Yes. Next name is creator. Yes, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created this. We have understood it with examples. And also shaper. You know, brothers, shaper means in Arabic form musawwir. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He has shaped everything in a perfect way. As He has shaped this apple in a perfect way, He shaped us also. I think no one of us can say, if I shape human being or if I shape apple, I will shape it better than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is impossible, right? You know, you cannot change shape of people better than its shape, right? Like eyes will be in stomach or hands will be on the place of food. So it will be impossible to change, brothers, the shapes of created beings. They have been made in a perfect shape. أحسن كل شيء خلقه. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala creates anything, it is in the best form. There is no better of it. Yes, until here we have realized and recognized few names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala which appeared on this apple. So brothers and sisters, with this way, when we look any kind of plants, any species of animals and plants, you can see the names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and seals or stamps of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala which appeared on those things. In that time, there will be no doubt that everything created, everything has been ornamented, created, decorated by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yes. By the way, brothers, this is methodology of Quran. In Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, أَفَلَا يَنظُرُونَ إِلَى الْإِبِلِ كَيْفَ خُلِقَتْ. You know, do they not look at the camels, how they are created? The next ayah says, أَفَلَا يَنظُرُونَ إِلَى الْإِبِلِ كَيْفَ خُلِقَتْ وَإِلَى السَّمَاءِ كَيْفَ رُفِعَتْ وَإِلَى الْجِبَالِ كَيْفَ نُصِبَتْ وَإِلَى الْأَرْضِ كَيْفَ سُطِحَتْ. You know, why don't you look at the, mountains, at the sky, at the, plants? Why don't you think? Why don't you contemplate? Why don't you reason? Why don't you think deeply on the universe? You know, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in different verses trying to turn our vision to the universe, and he tries to say us, why don't you read the universe? Because every single created being on the universe, it's art of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reflecting the skills or the beauties of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The more we look, the more we contemplate on the universe, we will know and we will increase our knowledge of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If we know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala more and more, we will love Him more. When we love Him more, we will obey Him more. So the knowledge of Allah can be increased by seeing, by contemplating the universe, brothers. Yes, this is methodology of Quran. For this reason, until here we have focused to see, or how can we see the titles and seals of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on universe. Because as we know, if there is a production, it talks about its producer, right? Its maker, its creator. So at the universe, all created beings, productions of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When we really look at them and contemplate on them, we can easily see the titles, the names and seals of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And by this way, we can authenticate our Iman, strengthen our Iman by seeing everywhere Allah's names and attributes. So, brothers, this is really authentic Iman, because in that time, no one claimed that he is creator or he is owner of something. Yes. Thank you very much for your patience and listening me. I hope you have benefited. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.